Most people agree that student athletes gain a lot of advantages and skills through participation in athletics, such as time management, teamwork, and responsibility. Unfortunately, for some reason, student athletes also historically score lower on career development measures than non-student athletes. The purpose of this proposal is to determine what factors influence career decision-making self-efficacy in student athletes who are not choosing to pursue a career as professional athletes, since most student athletes aren't ultimately going to end up playing in the pros and the MLB, NFL, any of those things. In addition, there are two hypotheses that will be questioned in this study. One is that the quality of one's internship experience will be positively related with career decision-making self-efficacy, which is one's confidence in their ability to make career-related decisions. The second hypothesis is that the grade level in which you begin participating in career development activities will be negative related with career decision-making self-efficacy, which means the sooner you start, the higher your confidence in making those decisions will be. A lot of literature has already discussed this topic and found a variety of different answers. So a study by Sauer, Desmond, and Heinzelman in 2013 found that student athletes scored greater than non-student athletes in mentoring, emotional intelligence, and salary within a 10-year period of when they graduate school. So this study shows that student athletes actually are better off. They have a lot of career-related skills that they gain while they are participating in athletics. Another study by Navarro in 2014 found that student athletes credit their athletic backgrounds as the main source of transferable skills when entering a career. Previous research also shows, as I mentioned before, that student athletes score less on measures of career development than non-student athletes. A number of studies go into figuring out the reasons why this may be. One of the factors is time, where you notice that student athletes will spend a lot more of their time in obligatory athletics events and things like that, where non-student athletes have more time to focus on their career development. Another is structure and exposure. Student athletes are forced to live very structured lives. They're told when to eat, what classes to take, sometimes they're told what major to major in, and this actually limits their ability and their confidence in their own ability to make decisions on their own for even basic things like that, but even further for them to make decisions with respect to their career. Exposure is another thing where student athletes are kind of kept in a bubble of other athletes where they don't really get to go out and experience the rest of the world or the rest of the college campus, things like that. And that can limit them in their career exploration and their going out there and finding out more about different careers that are available, taking different classes that they're interested in, not just because they fit their schedule. Another thing that influences career development is career decision-making self-efficacy, which I mentioned before. Studies show that low career decision-making self-efficacy is related with an avoidance of career development tasks, such as choosing a major or going to job fairs and things like that. So people with this lower confidence don't really help themselves by going out and experiencing more. The one positive thing about career decision-making self-efficacy is that it's malleable, which means students that partake in seminars and programs and things like that can actually increase their confidence and in turn increase their career development. The design of this proposal is a concurrent mixed method study. It's a survey that collects both qualitative and quantitative data. It'll be an online survey administered through email to student athletes at 9 Division I schools. These 9 schools should be medium to large size and should be spread out across the 9 geographic regions in the NCAA. The survey will be sent to seniors that are in their last half semester away from graduation and who have participated in 4 years. So for seniors graduating in the spring, they would be administered probably in April, about 2 months, halfway through the semester from graduation, just to ensure that they're mostly getting through their last season of athletics or already finished their last season of athletics and are really starting to look at their career and to start planning for things like that. And those who have participated in 4 years of athletics are more likely to experience the effects that student athletes experience that keep them from having a high career decision-making self-efficacy or career development score. The survey will consist of 4 parts. one which collects demographic information, another called the Career Decision-Making Self-Efficacy Scale, an internship profiling questionnaire which kind of rates the quality of your experience as an intern, and a student-athlete career development survey, which was developed during this class in a focus group. In order to analyze the results of this study, we would use a simple linear regression or a bivariate correlation to determine whether or not the two hypotheses were supported. Simple linear regression would most likely be used, but if the response rate of the surveys is lower than expected, then a bivariate correlation would be used instead. As for the research question, which is asking what factors are related, these are open-ended questions, so they won't be analyzed in the same way as the hypotheses because it's not hard data, it's qualitative data. And those responses will be coded and consolidated to find common themes. If a lot of students say, A is a reason that they have low career decision-making self-efficacy or things like that, then we'll see that item A is a big issue. But things that are similar will be consolidated into one theme instead of one person says experience, the other person says internships. That's pretty much the same thing, so those things will be combined. Again, we're looking to find out two things. We're looking to find out, or three things, what factors influence career decision-making self-efficacy in student athletes, and two hypotheses, which are the quality of internship experiences. Are they positively related with career decision-making self-efficacy as predicted? And is that same career decision-making self-efficacy related to the grade level in which you begin your participating in career development services? The hope is that from that qualitative data we gather, we could then perform experiments and more controlled quantitative data can be collected with respect to these topics, and determine which of those might be most influencing career decision-making self-efficacy. Then we could determine how we can help student athletes to improve in these areas and therefore improve in career decision-making self-efficacy and career development as a whole.